This is Louise, who says she loves adventure, but not when it comes to romance. We showed her videotapes of these 3 single men, and she picked one as her date. Which one did Louise choose? Which one will our audience choose? And this is Danny, who says there's not enough of him to go around. Which one of these women did he choose? Which one will our audience choose? Today on Love Connection, you'll find out who they picked, who the audience picked, and everything that happened on their dates. Now, here to tell us more about Love Connection is our host, Chuck Woolery.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you and welcome to Love Connection, where we've got a new way for singles to meet. And here's how it works, okay? We've compiled a videotape library of more than 1,000 attractive and available single people. Then we select some of those singles and show them 3 videotapes. They choose the one they're most attracted to, they go out on a date, then they come here and they tell us what happened on their date. Now, to begin with, we're going to meet a lady who selected a date from our video library. She's a licensed pilot and a race car driver, and her nickname is Land Speed Louise. Please welcome Louise Noah. Louise, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Good. Come sit down. You can move that pillow out of the way there so you can fit in the little niche. How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Good. How'd you get the nickname Land Speed Louise?
Well, when I first came to California several years back, I worked for an automotive magazine, and I was rounding a corner and bumped into the executive editor of one of the hot rod magazines, and on the way down the hallway after I gathered all my things, he said, "Later, Land Speed," and it stuck. Because I was always zooming around the hallway.
Now, what do you do for a living?
I'm an automotive writer. I'm an automotive journalist, an artist.
Well, that's not usually a woman's job, is it? Or am I wrong? Is it?
There aren't too many of us.
Would you date a man that has no interest in cars at
Oh,
all?
absolutely. You get a little tired of all those
Talking
cars.
about carburetors and U-junks and stuff like that. Okay. Well, now we know a little bit about you, I was going to say. Let's take a look at the men that Louise had to choose from, okay? Now, audience, watch very closely because you're going to get to pick the man that you think is best for her, okay? First, there was Terrence. Now, Terrence is into nutrition and exercise, and he says that there's too much emphasis on material things.
They want rings, they want jewelry, they want a pretty woman on their arm, they want a fast car, they want to be seen at, I don't even know the places that you go to be seen. I think you're more free if you just take off all your clothes. I mean, not if you just don't have any possessions.
Okay. Next, there was Jay. He's very involved in his career, and he also likes to ski, likes to scuba dive, and hang glide.
I'm a risk taker, not only in terms of sports, but also in terms of my personal life and my professional life. And I just don't think of myself as being that serious, and I think of myself as having a really silly sense of humor, although it's usually obscured by my intensity.
Okay, and finally, you watch Laszlo. Now, Laszlo is the outdoor type. He's not too sure he's really ready for marriage, but lately he says he's been thinking about it.
Some of my married friends, for them it's, their marriage is going quite well. They seem to be content. They like bragging about coming home and they can get down and eat right away and the house is clean and that sort of thing. Something I'm not used to, but it sounds good.
Okay. Now, Louise selected one of those men as her date, and we're going to show you all 3 men again just before you vote, okay? First, there was Terrence. Now, he's a 36-year-old store detective. Then Jay, he's a 34-year-old attorney. There's Jay. And finally, Laszlo, he owns his own business, and he's 31. Okay, audience, time for your voting machines. Now, you've met Louise, and you've seen her choices. Who do you think is the best man for Louise? Here in the studio and at home, too, make your choice right now, okay? Now, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to meet the man that Louise selected. We're going to hear everything that happened on their date, and we're going to do that in just a minute. Stay with us.
Good. You all right?
In a little while, we're going to find out who the audience picked, but right now, let's find out who Louise selected, okay? Louise, who'd you select?
I picked Jay.
Really? And why'd you pick Jay?
Well, it was the beginning of the tape, of the interview, when we saw all 3 tapes, and I think the first or second sentence out of his mouth was, "Well, I think because I'm semi-insane." I said, "That's it, wrap it, I want that one."
You want somebody that's semi-insane.
To hang out with me, you'd have to be.
Now, in Love Connections, we get both sides of the story, and we ask our couples not to speak to each other after the date. Jay's backstage, so let's say hello to Jay Zavorist. Is that right, Zavorist?
That's close enough.
Good, Jay. Jay, what did you think of Louise when you first met?
Well, I have to go back a bit. I received about 5 or 10 phone messages from her on my machine, and she was just so crazy on the machine, I was really looking forward to it.
What kind of messages were they?
Oh, just silly messages. If you don't go out with me, you're going to be missing a great time. Little hints as to what we might or might not be doing. Very tantalizing, very tempting.
Oh, good. Okay. Louise, tell us about what happened.
Well, after all those messages, I thought, well, I've got to really dazzle this guy, because he was going to go off climbing mountains, and then he was going to go off scuba diving, and I thought, how can I compete with this?
Yeah.
So I went and rounded up a helicopter and had him picked up at the airport and drug up to Channel Islands.
You got a helicopter and picked him up? Mm-hmm. Where did you pick him up?
Picked him up at the Santa Monica airport in this obscure, obscured sky. I mean, the guy had no business being in the air. Did a little tour around the basin, and then brought him up to Oxnard Airport to the Channel Islands, and I bribed the attendant at the field so I could drive. I had a prototype 84 red Corvette, and in this obscure day with this yellow helicopter, it was just great when he walked out. I loved it.
How'd you like the helicopter ride, Jay?
Well, I should back up a step. She instructed the pilot to take the doors off the helicopter, which I thought was the beginning of an interesting experience. You haven't lived till you've gone in a helicopter with no doors, skimming 10 feet off the ground.
Okay, so you get in the car, then what do you do?
We went off and had breakfast, and he had a few eggs, and then he had chocolate ice cream. 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, chocolate ice cream.
Why chocolate ice cream, Jay?
It's one of my favorite treats. It makes perfect sense to
Hey,
me.
you're old enough to eat it in the morning. If you want to eat it in the morning, right?
Sure.
Have it. Yeah. Then what'd you do?
I was on assignment to do a story about this particular car, so we went off into the mountains and running around through the orange groves, testing it out and talking and playing music very, very loud, because I had the Targa roof off, and it was just great.
How fast did she go, Jay?
Would you believe 2 or 3 times the legal speed limit? Or faster.
55, 2 or 3. That's 110 miles an hour at least.
Keep going.
120?
Keep going.
130?
No comment. I figured if I die, she dies too, so if she's not afraid, there's no problem with me.
Where'd you go then?
We had plans to go out to the Anacapa Islands off of Channel Islands. It's a national park, on a cruise. The next day, this was a weekend package.
That's a long day.
And something happened. He didn't show up on time, or I didn't wait long enough, or whatever it was. He thought I stood him up. I thought he stood me up. And I go off on the cruise, and when I come back, my girlfriend's husband, who was home, he said, that guy just, he was crazy. And I thought, oh, my God, he's mad at me. He's such a nice guy. And that was when I decided I had to go back and find his address, and went and he's got a security building, and I just sort of got in because he wasn't home.
How'd you sort of get in?
Well, I sort of got in.
Tell me how you did it, really.
No.
No, come on.
Because that's not fair to the people where he lives.
Oh, all right.
But anyway, I had prefaced that by bringing a gallon of chocolate ice cream, because I figured if I brought the ice cream, at least he'd talk to me. And it was a big complex. There's lots of apartments in this place. And so I found the number finally, and just as I found the block of apartments where he lived, he was walking down the hallway, and evidently so tired that he didn't hear.
How about some ice cream?
No, he didn't hear me at all. And he goes into his apartment, I'm about 40 feet behind him, and just at the time when he's going to come back out, because he'd thrown everything down on the ground, he comes back out, and I go, hi. And he just boing.
What did you say, Jay, when you saw her?
I was stunned, to say the least.
You said, I'm stunned.
Yes.
Okay. I'm kind of anxious to see who the audience voted for. Here we go. Ooh, that's Laszlo. Audience picked Laszlo. 50%, as a matter of fact. Now, you know how it works here. If you want to take the audience's advice and go out with Laszlo, we'll be happy to pay for the next date.
No, I'm tickled with Jay.
You gonna stay with Jay?
I think so.
Yeah, I think you made a good choice, frankly. Jay, come on out here and join us. Good, have a seat right here. Anything you would change about your date, Louise?
Communication.
That's just where you missed going out on the boat, yeah?
Oh, and it was so reasonable, the way we each, misunderstood what the other had said.
You guys sound like you had a great time.
We did.
Yeah.
We
I'd
did
sure like to go
again.
driving with you sometime, maybe. Tell you what,
Little face.
we have a very nice gift for both of you. I want to thank you very much for being on the show with us, okay?
Thank you.
It's been our pleasure.
Thanks. We're going to come right back with another couple in just a moment. Stay with us.
A lot of folks are apprehensive of calling a lawyer because they think they can't afford it, and that's simply not the case when you call our firm. It costs you nothing out of your pocket. We're going to make the insurance company pay. And if they don't pay, then you're still not going to owe us anything. We don't get paid unless we get a settlement. What's the risk to call us? There is no risk. If you're wondering if you have a case, reach out to us. That's what we're here for. If you've been injured, I can help. Hit me up at thetexaslawdog.com.
I had 20 years of experience as an HR professional, and I had reached a ceiling, so I enrolled in UMGC. I would not be the person that I am today had it not been for the partnership with UMGC.
Craveable burgers and shakes, unmistakable value. Beefaroo, it's fresh, it's made to order, it's affordable, and it's totally satisfying. We're not new, but we might be to you. Beefaroo, famously delicious.
At Pure Encapsulations, we believe it's what's inside that counts. Our supplements are formulated using quality pure ingredients, free from unnecessary additives and many allergens. We've developed over 400 supplements across 20 health categories backed by verifiable science. We are the #1 most recommended supplement brand by healthcare professionals. Everything you need and nothing you don't. That's goodness encapsulated. Pure Encapsulations. Clean, simple, pure goodness.
You've got a subscription for streaming movies and music, maybe even one for food. A plan from HomeServe is like a subscription for peace of mind. When a covered system breaks, we'll send a qualified contractor and pay for the repair.
Plans from HomeServe start at just $4.99 a month.
I can't whisper anymore, especially in places meant to soundproof me. Stretch your wings as wide as the wind allows. What you call limitations are opportunities to excavate your greatness.
All right, we're back. This time we're going to meet a man who chose a date from our video file. Now, he's from New Orleans, and he enjoys dancing, swimming, and racquetball, and he says he's a space cadet. Please welcome Danny Williams. Hi, Danny. Great. Why do you call yourself a space cadet?
Well, it's just that I believe I'm here from somewhere else on a mission of love. And I enjoy people. And it's a way of getting around and making it really silly and something fun to do. I work a lot sometimes with kids, and it helps.
Now, you've been married twice, right?
Yeah.
You think that's enough, or are you ready to try it again?
Well, for a time, twice was enough, because actually I was married for 9 months in each experience.
Oh, really?
And both my divorce dates happened to come on the same day.
They were
December 7th.
That's Pearl Harbor Day.
Yeah. On the same day, 7 years apart. I used to have it up above my bed. Both decrees.
Just to remind you.
Right.
Yeah. Where do you meet most of the women that you date, Danny?
Oh, well, I meet them in different places. You know, bus stops, fast food places. Hey.
You just drive by a bus stop and say, hey, over here.
Going that way?
All right. We're going to show you a portion of the tapes that Danny saw. Now, watch very closely because you're going to get to vote again, okay? First, there was Jean. Now, she was raised in Iowa. She likes men with bedroom eyes, and she meets them just about everywhere, she says.
I meet him at my ski club. I meet him at church. I meet him in the shopping centers. I meet them at the bars.
Sounds like your kind of girl.
I meet them on the street. I meet them in hallways. I mean, there's no end to where you can meet men.
Okay. Next, there was Anna. Now, Anna's from Oklahoma City, and she likes to kiss on the first date, she says. And here's what she says if a man expects more.
Definitely not on the first date. Not on the second date. Maybe the third date. But I think I'd base it on how I feel about the person. You know, I do say not the first date. That's like a definite prerequisite.
Okay, and finally, you watch Tony. Now, she's from New York. She has 2 children, and she also has a thing about men's eyes.
He's got beautiful eyes. I'm really into eyes. I think they do reflect they're the mirror of the soul. He loves kids. You know, can't take the cat without the kittens.
Now, before we find out who Danny chose as date, let's take a look at all 3 ladies again, okay? First, there was Jean. Now, she works with office machines, and she's 34. Then Anna, she's a 31-year-old personnel officer. Finally, Tony, she's a production coordinator, and she's 33. Okay, now, audience, it's time to vote again. Who do you think is best for Danny? Here at home and at the studio audience, make your choice right now. Okay? We're going to get the results of the audience vote a little bit later in the show, but right now let's find out who Danny selected. Danny, who'd you pick?
I chose Tony.
Tony.
Yeah.
Okay. We always hear both sides of the story. It seems like several people out there still here. Tony's backstage, so let's say hello to Tony Persip Wilson. Hi, Tony.
Hi.
How you doing, hon?
Fine. How are you?
I'm good. You're into eyes. Did you like Danny's eyes?
Oh, I love his eyes.
Did you? That sounds like a good combination. Now, what did you guys do? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, surprisingly, actually, when I called her about the date, she says, hey, great, but you have to be here 4 o'clock in the morning Saturday. 4 o'clock in the morning.
Why 4 o'clock in the morning?
She had a surprise for me.
Obviously.
And she wouldn't tell me. I asked her what are we going to do?
Uh-huh.
She says, no, I have a surprise. It's something you'll never expect. And she took me off to Moore Park, and only when I turned the corner did I find these balloons.
She'd gotten a whole bunch of balloons for you.
No, we went on a hot air balloon.
Oh! We're talking big balloons.
We're talking big balloons here.
Well, how come you planned the date?
Oh, well, I figured I had never been on a video before.
Yeah.
It was all a new experience, and why not a hot air balloon ride?
Well,
why not?
Why not? Sure. Okay, Danny, you went on the hot air balloons. You like it?
I loved it. It was great. It was fun.
Did it scare you at all?
It was very scary. In the
I
beginning.
didn't know you were scared.
Yes.
Weren't you scared, Tony?
No.
No?
Uh-uh.
What'd you do next, Danny?
Well, we left there and we went out and I met her kids.
Oh, so she took you home?
Yeah, we went home. I met her
Yeah.
kids. I met her parents.
How old
The
are,
kittens.
how old are your
Had
children,
to meet
Tony?
the kittens.
What, honey? You did what?
Had to meet the kittens.
Had to meet the kittens, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I met her parents. We went out to lunch and we had a great
You went out
day.
to lunch with their parents and
With
the
their
children?
Waste
parents
no
and the
time.
kids.
No time.
Yeah.
What did you say, Tony?
I said I wasted no time.
Well, I guess. What did your parents think of Danny? They like him?
They thought he was wonderful. They liked his eyes, too.
Oh, okay. So you go out to lunch with the parents and the children and Tony and have a good time, obviously.
We had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Then
The
what'd you
kids
do?
were real cool. We had fun. And then later we went to a party. And we had a super time at the party. It was just altogether a great day.
Oh, good. That's terrific. Now, how'd your date end?
Don't tell him. My mother's watching.
Your mother's watching? Well, she watched the kids. It's okay. Well, we went out to the party and... Is this day or nighttime TV? Is this day or nighttime TV?
Listen, you don't want to tell me how it
We
ends.
had
You
a
don't have
nice
to tell me.
day.
Let me
Okay,
put it
leave
to you
it
this
at
way. Her
that.
mom watched the kids.
Her mom watched the kids. Let's take a look and see who the audience voted for in your case. So hopefully it's Tony. Let's take a look. Here it comes. Oh my gosh, they picked Anna.
Wow.
49% picked Anna.
Well, what do they know?
That's cute. I like that. What are you going to do? You want to go out with Anna and let us pay for it?
No, I think I'm going to go out with Tony.
I think you made a good
Thank
choice.
you.
Tony, come out and join us, will you? Sit down. You going to take your family on the next date with you?
If it's in the afternoon, sure.
But not in the evening. Your mama can watch the kids
That's
again?
out, yeah.
Listen, thank you both for being on the show. We have a nice gift for you, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to come right back
Thank
with
you.
another couple in just a minute. Stay with us. Thornton.
Is this love couch?
This is a love couch, but there's nothing to do. Sit down here. You're going to be okay. What do you mean you're a klutz?
I'm always like Jerry Lewis. I stumble around a lot.
Do you
break
really?
things. When I'm rushed on time, yeah.
Well, you're 26, I guess, right?
Right,
Now, you've
right.
been married and
Yes.
you've been divorced
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
Obviously, or you wouldn't be here.
Right.
Did you learn anything from that experience?
A whole lot, yeah.
What did you learn?
Well, I learned you can't really manipulate people, and you can't really, take advantage of them or try and shape them into something you want them to be.
Did you try to do that?
Yes, I did.
Oh, did you really?
At 20 years old, I didn't know really what I was going to do. I married too young.
Are you sorry that you did that now?
No, it was worthwhile. I learned a lot.
All right. Now, we're going to show you a portion of the tapes that Tim saw. Now, remember, you're going to get to vote again, okay? So take a look. First, there was Tammy. She's from Cleveland. She hates country music, and she doesn't think she'll ever find the perfect man.
I'm very demanding. And I don't think I could find all the qualities in one person. I know that you never, ever find the ultimate. There will always be something wrong. But, you know, if I had all the qualities that I wanted bundled up into one man, he would be the one.
Next, there was Caroline. Now, she's from Moorhead, Minnesota. She's a health food nut, and she tells us some more about herself.
I've got a tiger in my tank. I guess coming from a small town, you grow up in such a strict moral, such a conservative sense that when I finally got to an area where I could be myself, I cut loose.
Finally, you watch Laurie. Now, she's from Kenosha, Wisconsin, and she's attracted to men with dark hair, and there's something else that she likes.
Well, kissing's one of my favorite things. It's one of my prerequisites for next time is how the first kiss was. Not too wet, nice and firm, planted just right.
Before we find out who Tim chose as his date, let's see all three of these ladies again, okay? First, there was Tammy. Now, she's a 22-year-old dancer. And then there's Caroline. She's a legal secretary, and she's also 22. Finally, Laurie. She's a restaurant manager, and she's 23. Okay, audience, it's time to vote again. Who did you think the best lady is out there for Tim? Okay, please make your choice right now. The audience has made its choice. We're going to find out now who Tim picked, okay? Tim, who did you choose?
I chose Caroline.
You chose Caroline?
Yeah.
All right. Good. Now, Tim, I know that you're anxious to tell us what happened on your date and everything, but believe it or not, we're out of time.
Oh.
And so we're going to have to come back tomorrow and finish this out and find out what happened on your date. Can you come back?
I certainly can.
Good. So we got you coming back. That's our show for today, folks. We're going to come back tomorrow with Tim and more singles trying to make a love connection. I'm Chuck Woolery, and hopefully we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Some guests on Love Connection will receive one of the following. The Presto Popcorn Now Plus. Hot air popper. Pops any kind of popcorn, gourmet or regular, with great results every time from Presto. Or a versatile, full-valued 106-channel public service scanner radio. Scan for the action with Regency. Or a tote bag from Pan American World Airways. Across the country and around the world, serving 6 continents, 47 countries, and over 110 cities. Pan Am, you can't beat the experience. Or Jovan Musk. Drop for drop, Jovan Musk has brought together more men and women than any other fragrance in history. Try it today. See for yourself. Jovan Musk. This is Rod Roddy, speaking for Love Connection.